Alrighty, folks. I am Doctor McFarland, and it is Tuesday, and that means it's time for a Tac-O-Bout Gear live stream. I had a nice break over the last few weeks. What was I doing last Tuesday night? Something was going on where I couldn't live stream. And then honestly, basketball has consumed my life for the last however long. So it's been fun, but now it's time to get back to work. So I have, let me grab a guitar here. I'll get my lighting and stuff figured back out, but for now this is fine. Here lately I have been using these Bog Street picks, and they feel pretty good. Let's see. Probably help if I am plugged in. You're going to hear a pop unless I mute my speakers or my guitar input. All right, so I have a slightly different setup I'm trying out for however long I have the ability to. Figure out this microphone here. And let's make sure my level is turned up pretty good. I'm about halfway up, which is not as high as I usually am. So let's just say, for example, I want to boost my mic pre-gain a little bit. Turn that up. And then I will lower my X-Effects input. Okay, sounds good overall. I can raise that back up. I do have this panned. So what I'm using, or what I'm trying out for the next however long, is not that, is this thing. So this is the Orion Studio Synergy Core, which is a mouthful. I'd rather have a mouthful of cookies, actually, but it has 4 mic pre's across the front and 8 mic pre's across the back. They can be assigned to, for instance, they can be assigned to mic, line, direct, or high Z, or actually the first 4 are high Z. Then after that, it's just mic, line, or direct. So this does have 2 reamp outputs on the front, which I'm not sure how we can see those. We have the ADAT, which I do have plugged in currently. I have one ADAT source plugged in. So my X-Effects is plugged into 7 and 8 on the Arturia 8 pre unit via ADAT, and then I'm actually assigning in the routing matrix here, I'm assigning my ADAT inputs going into my channel, my mix channel 1, 7 and 8 down here. So you can really go crazy and assign these inputs and outputs and computer playbacks, computer record, all kinds of crazy stuff. So, because it's assigned here, but I also see it's assigned way down here. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. But anyway, that's how I'm getting audio in and out as of right now. And it's all working pretty good. So yeah, there we go. The movie audio is muted. So I will not bad. I'm going to move this camera down just a smidge. Somewhere right there. So here's the guitar I'm playing at the moment. This is the Kiesel Aries. Actually, the Kiesel A2 7-string bolt-on. They now have a A2 neck-through design, which would be really cool to try, but honestly at this point I'm very happy with the Kiesels that I have. And the pickups in this one is the Illusionist and Beryllium. And that the names mean nothing to you, but the Illusionist, if you look at the spec sheet on the pickups, the Berylliums are lower output. They're about 8.5 K in resistance. And they have a good amount of bass, good amount of treble, but kind of scoopy in the mid-range. And the Illusionist has way more mid-range. It's not quite the same amount as the treble or the bass, but it's definitely more mid-rangier. So on the bridge pickup here, to me this actually sounds pretty natural. It's not honky at all, like some pickups can tend to be, but it's still just very smooth. But it pushes slightly more mids and just gives you more of a more of a presence, especially when you're playing overdrive. So I did put the Axe effects in the rack over here, which I will do probably a little studio update in the next week or so, just to kind of show you where I'm at currently with my gear setup and arrangement. And I have the couch back over here. I have my drums back behind me. And then I did have a piano over to my left at the original setup of this studio. And for some reason over the last year, I've gone through different iterations of moving things around in here just to see what feels right. And funny enough, I am back to the original setup minus the piano. I kind of like having the wall over here with amps and other things. There's a chair right here someone can sit in, but then you can see back here, I have the piano right behind me on the non-moving side of the glass, sliding glass door that goes into the booth. So that way everyone can kind of see in and the singer can see out and see everyone in the room and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's kind of fun. And I feel like I'm slightly out of tune. Let's do this thing here. Let me tune real fast. So yes, basketball is over. This is really the first year ever I've actually watched the girls play, and you know, it's all Caitlin Clark's fault. But honestly, there's a lot of great players and all the teams. LSU was good this year. Iowa, UConn, University of South California, South Carolina Gamecocks were good. And honestly, the vast majority of my experience watching girls basketball, especially college, or really WNBA as well, they just miss like the easiest shots. Like they're right underneath the goal and they go up for a layup and like they just miss it. So at that point, I'm like, okay, you're gonna have to step up your game a little bit more for it to make me worth it for me to actually watch what you do. I do watch professional basketball every now and again, but even then, it's just like, I don't know. I don't really get what they're playing for anymore. I mean, it's just really entertainment at that point, and people pay, you know, however much money to watch professional basketball. I guess it could be the same for Titans games or, you know, any kind of football game. If you like sports, you know, whatever certain sport you're into, then see, that sounds really nice. But yeah, now that basketball is over, I can actually get back to making some videos for you folks. So I have the Headrush FRFR 112 and 108 coming in tomorrow from Zounds.com, which I am an affiliate partner of them now. I've always been an affiliate partner of Sweetwater, and I have Sweetwater affiliate links, but now I have it through Zounds, and they are providing me with some gear to review. So I will have some Zounds links in the descriptions of my videos from now on. So it kind of gives you a choice. Do you like shopping in Amazon? Do you like shopping at Zounds? Or do you like shopping at Sweetwater? And whichever one you choose, click through my link. I get a small commission from your purchase, whether that's a bag of picks, some strings, a strap, or you actually buy a Headrush or a Toemaster Pro or a Helix or a Quad Cortex or a Kemper, or maybe you need a good powered speaker like I'm going to be reviewing, you know, getting the mail tomorrow. Maybe the Headrush might be a good option for you, or you might want to get a QSC powered speaker, or what else? You know, I have RCF speaker, some studio monitors here. They also make really good, really high-end powered monitors that you can install permanently in either a house of worship or a gymnasium, or maybe just your practice space or whatever it is. So if you have any questions about gear and want to see me review a certain item, I can definitely get that in and get it in my hands and tell you, for my professional opinion, what I think about it, and if it's a good quality, and if it's going to fit. If it fits my needs, then it might fit your needs as well. So yeah, there's that. So that's going to be fun. I find it cool about this guitar, and other guitars do this as well, but this is a 5-way switch with humbucking pickups. So what that means is you have a humbucker all the way down. Then in position 2, it actually goes to a single coil on the inside. Then position 3 is, I feel like it's single coil on both. And then you got a single on the neck, and then you got a full hum on the neck. So gives you some neat options there. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit, and y'all come on in and ask some questions. And I am not sure what that sound is. I'm hearing like this little. It's not that. I don't really have anything else plugged in. Okay. Something on channel 2. Okay. There we go. Channel 2 had a high Z input selected, but nothing was plugged in. So maybe that's why I was having some noise. I will mute all the. I will mute all these. Just so I know I'm not getting any other noise from anything else. Okay. Good so far. Let me open up my website here. And I do have backing tracks that I made last year. Wow, this thing. So let's go find a backing track. Oh, man. I had all intention to start doing backing tracks for 2024, and I haven't started yet. But like I said, it was a crazy January, crazy February. March was basketball, and I just got behind. I did see a few sales here lately for my Headrush clones. Also, Doctor approved fractal presets. And let's see, another Headrush clone, Headrush clone, Headrush clone, Headrush clone. HTS rigs, which I did not do in the month of March, which I will catch up on here probably maybe Thursday night or Friday night. And then later in the month, I'll do an actual Headrush HTS rigs for the month of April. So I'll need to catch up on that one, but I'll get caught back up. I did need a break though. I was kind of wearing thin there for a bit. But I've gotten some good rest and I'm ready to get cracking again on some videos. I am looking for a backing track. And let's see what we got. I like this Air Sonic one. This one's pretty cool. Let's see if it's going to play. Is it going to be too loud? Yeah. Okay, here we go. yeah, we had that one. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. I can't remember what all these are. Ambient Aries Groove. Let's see what this one is. My TV keeps turning off. Okay. Cool. I like it. I like that ambient Aries groove. So I guess when I got that guitar, that's the song I wrote with it. So there you go. There you go. All right. So I need you folks to ask some questions in the comments because this is not about me. This is about you. And unfortunately, my TV keeps turning on and off. And I don't know why. So I'm going to I mean, let me actually do this. Let me move this stuff down here. Like so. I'll move this down here and I'll just turn it off. That way it doesn't keep blinking at me. What's up, Thomas? Thomas Moore. Where are you from? I don't remember. I don't remember where you're from. Now if I'm gonna have the Axe Effects in the rack over here, I need to have my FC12 foot switch right at my feet so I can, like, you know, switch things around instead of trying to, like, reach over and do stuff. But then I would also have to have a USB cable connected to the computer so that way I can alter things on the screen and not have to, like, reach over and touch stuff. So now I did a live stream the other night when I was trying to figure out the Orion Studio, and okay, what's going on here? I want this to be selected. This is selected. Weird. Okay, it's not one to select. That's dumb. Actually, let me check the settings here. State College, PA. Okay, cool. That is cool. Show current application, yes. Okay, it's showing now. Okay, weird. Anyway, I was trying to do my normal input output setup on my amp-sim plugins. And whenever I would complete the assignment, I would get this horrible feedback. I mean, like, really loud, like super loud feedback. And I'm like, whoa, okay. I'm not going to do that live. So that's why I hooked up the Axe Effects over here, plugged it into some ADAT channels. And it's working pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go back to my channel A over here. That's one thing I do like about, you can't see me talk. I'm back. That's one thing I do like about the fractal stuff. It can be really complicated, as in there's just way too many parameters there that you could possibly tweak. But if you really just keep it simple and do utilize the channels on the amp blocks and the drive blocks, you really don't have to have tons of things in your preset. But when you set up your scenes, you can tell it to be like scene 1 can be my clean, can be my amp block on channel A, which could be my clean sound. And then on another scene, I can have the same amp block change to channel B. And now, as of maybe 6 months ago, I think the Axe Effects got gapless switching. And then a few months after that, the FM9 got gapless switching. And now, honestly, FM3 should be just right around the corner. And I did sell my FM3 a few months ago just because if I'm going to go small like that, I'd rather have something slightly bigger in the ToneMaster Pro and spend just a little bit more money and get the cool touchscreen and really just more ease of use. There's cheaper units that are also easy to use, but if you're going to get within that $1,200, $1,600 range, ease of use definitely comes in under the Helix. The Helix is definitely easy to use for that price range. But I do feel like ToneMaster Pro, if you don't want to deal with menu diving and worrying about all the different parameters that you'd ever want to tweak, then Helix, ToneMaster Pro, Headrush Prime is that $12.99 range. So it's kind of fitting in within that same range. And it's also very, very easy to use and sounds really, really good. Things that are less than $1,000 that are super easy to use is the Headrush Core, which is the same as the Prime, just the smaller, the little brother. Still has this touch screen, still has all the, bells and whistles and stuff. The Line 6 HX Stomp, the Stomp XL, which I did recently get as a review unit from Zounds as well. And that is definitely limited in DSP compared to the full-size Helix, and definitely within that price range of $799. I think the white one that I got was a little bit more expensive, but you can get the black Stomp XL now for like $599. So that's very, very reasonably priced, if you ask me. And even though the Stomp XL is limited in DSP or CPU, whatever you want to call it, I think it's DSP. If you want to keep things just really simple, in one preset you could have 2 amp blocks, 1 cab block, because you use up less DSP when you don't use an amp and a cab, because the single heads are less, like half the DSP. Then you can just add on a cab to use through both of those amp heads or amp blocks. And then a basic delay, basic reverb, maybe a little tremolo and a drive. And most bands, if you're into like heavier stuff, I mean, if you see live concerts, the heavy bands really don't switch sounds all that often. It's pretty much just a cranked up Marshall diesel, Soldano 6505, 5150. They just stay on the dirt channel like all the time, and very rarely even go to a clean channel anyway. So for you guys, as long as you have a good distortion overdrive sound, some kind of boost pedal, whether that's a clean boost or like a tube screamer, something for lead tone so you can kick in a delay, maybe a reverb. I mean, the Line 6 Stomp XL is a great option. Even though it's limited on DSP, you can still do a lot for what you're needing to do. So that's the way it is. Why is this coming up behind the screen? That's weird. It should not be blocking. It shouldn't be blocking me. Anyway, I noticed you have lacy drives. Lacy drives on your screenshots. Oh, like hard drives? And do you use a cloud backup or a local? Okay, I see. I do like the lacy drives. They are HD. They're not SDD cards. I do have a smaller one that's a SDD that's more portable and very lightweight. I can just throw in a bag. And that is I think it's 1 terabyte. The Lacy are 5 terabytes each, but they're HD, so they do have the spinny disc thing. Now, at the time, I didn't want to shell out the money to go full SDD just yet. But so far, they work really well. And I do have a internet backup system that my friend helped me install. And I don't get on it enough, nor do I remember my login. But it's essentially going to a web browser, typing in your IP address, and then it's just a online cloud-based server. I can upload pretty much whatever I want to. I think it's 12 terabytes or 15 or 20. It's a lot. It's a lot of storage. I don't back it up as much as I should. And I honestly need to back up a few projects right now, just in case they get lost, which hopefully they won't. But line 6 sale stopped. Prices back up. Let me see here. Let me see about that. Oh, crap. I don't want you to go to the other screen. I want you to go to my screen down here. It's going to go to the other screen, isn't it? Show all windows. Crap. Yeah, it's wanting to go to my other screen. Options. Assign to display 1. There we go. There we go. All right. I am sorry for my lighting. I know it's not the greatest. Prices are back up. So let's check out Zounds first. And see here. Why is this not showing? It just doesn't make any sense. All right, I don't care. Let's go to line 6. See if prices are back up. Yes, they are. So there you go. There you go. Cool thing about Zounds, if you're worried about credit checks and stuff, they have 0 credit check, and you never pay interest for anything if you do the financing. They do give you a 12-month option, a 6-month. I think 12 months is really about all you get. Let's check out the Excel real fast. Yeah, you got 12 months, 8 months, 6 months, or 4 months. Easy payment plans, no interest ever. Free 2-day shipping. Get it by Friday, April 12th. The headrest speakers that I have on order, those are actually coming in tomorrow. So that's pretty fast. That is pretty fast. But they're coming from Chicago, I think. Something like that. HX messenger bag. What's that? Ooh, cool. It's just a bag you can put stuff in. Looks pretty nice though. For $80. Okay. I will add it to my wish list. Am I not logged in? Password. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so prices have gone back up. So there you go. But really still for $749, which is what it was. Still a really good deal. Here very soon, I will do. I feel like that. My mic volume gets kind of crazy sometimes. Let me turn that down. And actually, let me go to my AFX. And let's go. I have the peak reduction all the way up. The peak reduction is all the way up. So it is compressing a little bit. I can raise the high end. Let me show you what I can do here. This is actually kind of cool. Let's go here, see if it's going to show. Why aren't you showing? Oh my gosh. There it is. Okay. I have no idea why it's doing that. But you can see I have a little leveling amplifier on my voice. I can ease up on the compression a little bit. Like so. Check, check. I can put it in limiting mode. So that way I kind of stay within a certain range and it's not going to get louder. And I have some Harrison 32C EQ on my voice coming in. A little bit of bass boost. Let's see if I can take out some mids here and there. Kind of make it a little less honky. Less honky like that. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Take out some 2.8K. I'm boosting. Let's boost some 6K here. Just a little bit. And maybe I want my EQ. Actually, I want my EQ before my compression. So that way I kind of filter out some stuff before the compressor. So I think that sounds good. So yeah, here's my signal chain. And this is input 1. So I'm essentially saying I'm going, my routing, I'm going preamp to AFX in down here. And then my AFX out is going to mix channel 1. So you can see these down here. So my first 4 inputs I have going through the effects. Then those are being assigned to my effects channel. Like so. And I think that's working pretty good. I do have a reamp option here, which is really neat. I'm going to start reamping some stuff, especially when I start doing shootouts. Doing the shootout thing would be really neat. I'm going to figure out why I can't see myself. And also why I just don't know why it's not it's cut off like that. It's so dumb. It's crazy. Checking the comments again. Yeah, I did get a deal on the XL. So I don't know though, because the black one was cheaper, but I got the white one because I wanted white. So Stomp XL. Come on, Stomp XL. So it's back at the 749. So the limited edition white is $749 as well. So they had a sale on the black one. And the limited edition white is the same price. Which I do like the white one. I think it looks cool. That's also why I went with the platinum headrush, the platinum helix floor, just because I like the look of it. It was really neat. Let's see what I got here. I found that on the Helix and on the Fractal, I really like the Lone Star The Fractal calls it the Texas Star Clean. Something about the clean tone of this amp really makes me want to try the actual amp. Let's see if Zounds has one. Mesa Boogie. Not the Tone Star, the Lone Star. No, they have a rectifier tube for the Lone Star. They do have, they have the Mark 7, which I'm very interested in trying that one out. It's $34.99 though, so that might be a hard pass. They have a California Tweed 6v6. They have a Fillmore 25. California Tweed. Lots of different options here. I actually don't think the Lone Stars are made anymore. California Tweed. Man, if I had a Mesa Boogie dual rec, it would be over, man. It would be over. That'd be so cool. I actually had a dual rec many years ago. There's a Triple Crown TC50. That's kind of neat. There's a head. The Mark 535 combo. Yeah, I'm not seeing a Lone Star anywhere. Badlander, which a lot of people like those Badlanders. I recently joined the Rock and Metal Gear group on Facebook, and there's a lot of metalheads out there. There's a lot of metalheads. Rectifier Badlander. There's a Mark 7 tube combo. That'd be neat. And it's really a few $100 more than the head, so you might as well. I'm looking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Lone Star is no longer available anywhere. But I can get that nice Fendery kind of clean tone. But honestly, it's a little more chimey and more. I think it has a good weight to it. Maybe because, alright, I do not know why. Show above overlays. There we are. Okay. It's my lacy drives there. Yeah, I just really like that clean tone, and it sounds good on the Stomp XL as well. The Headrush doesn't have a Lone Star on it. The Tonemaster Pro does not have a Lone Star on it yet. Maybe they'll add one eventually. I'm sure Quad Cortex has one, and I'm definitely sure I can find one. Find a profile somewhere on the Kemper. So I got approached last week with an opportunity to teach a group guitar lesson at a local church here in the area. So I started that tonight, and that was fun. I had about 5 students. I had 5 students. Some were older, some were more like 10, 11, 12 years old, somewhere in there. And we basically learned a glued shape, which there's really only one master shape you need to memorize, and then based on the tuning differences of the strings, that's when you alter it to make it whatever. But essentially, it's based on the E minor shape here, which I know I'm on a 7-string, but what's up, Tuxo? And then I showed them how to just take that same glued shape and move it from the 5th and 4th strings to the 4th and 3rd strings and play an A chord. And actually an A sus2. Then back to E minor. Then back to A sus2. Then we did a little target practice. We moved that E minor shape from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, and 12th fret. So just trying to get them to move their hand up and down the fretboard with one similar shape and start memorizing what the dots on the fretboard actually tell you, which is 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 15, 17, 19, 21, and then 24, because I have 24 frets on this guy right here. So yeah, I really like that. I'm actually going to, let me scooch over here just a sec. Let's turn on a drive pedal and let's edit this thing. We're gonna bring in the BB preamp. Which I've actually, I owned the BB preamp many years ago. And it's a cool pedal. Cool. I like it. Turn the bass down, turn the treble up, maybe turn the gain up a little bit more. Bypass it. Yeah, there's that. There is that. I got my website up here. I see a lot of 5150s floating around on the rock and metal group on Facebook, and honestly, it's one of my favorite amps. But Tuxo has a looper board question. Which I have never owned, by the way, so I'm not very familiar, and I'm sorry about that. How come I can't add a drum loop from the bank while the loops are playing? The board forces the loops to all stop in order to add a drum loop. Is there no fix? I think you have to load up everything you need for the performance first before starting. I mean, that's what it sounds like anyway. I mean, I know you want to just be kind of off the cuff and create on the go or on the fly, but maybe that's just not how it works. There is a new Ed Sheeran looper that is in conjunction with Head Rush, and maybe they do something different. But I don't know. I've never tried the looper board myself, and I'm not really a big looper guy anyway. Um, if anything, I'll just do like a simple chord progression, just a solo over it. But I don't do any live performances with a looper board or any kind of looper for that matter. Yeah, I would just you have to preload everything that you want. Um, the boss allows it. Well, I think the boss has been around way longer, and they just have a better option for looping. Um, I think Headrush tried to make it to where it's like the quintessential best looper ever, but then not a lot of people got it, and it just kind of went to the wayside. So I think that's how it is. But yeah, if you're in the looping world at all, then definitely do your research and figure out the best product for you. Because they all do something slightly different. I'm going to turn down this compression just a touch. Check, check. 1, 2. Check, check. I don't want to be too compressed. Tuxo, I recommend going on the Headrush forum and go to the looper board section and just wear them out. Be like, hey, I got a looper board and this thing needs to be fixed, like A, B, C, D, whatever suggestions you have. And if it's a product that's still being supported, I mean, hopefully it is, because it's really not that old. Then maybe they'll update it for you. Yeah. Here's a video idea that I'm gonna do sometime very soon. Is do you prefer pedal dirt over or instead of a second channel of an amp dirt? So most, if you have a single channel amp, you just have either you dial it in kind of clean, kind of edge of breakup, and then you just kick it with pedals, kick the front end with pedals so you get more gain. Maybe you want to kick in a distortion pedal. For instance, this is still something that's lingering around. I have the Pantheon Dual Overdrive Deluxe, and this is a very cool pedal. But I'm more about the all-in-one solutions in the last few years, so I've kind of gotten rid of all my pedals, but I still have a few lingering around. Also have this one that I've had for years, the Midnight 30 Music Sonic Harmonic. This is basically a Timmy and a Tube Screamer kind of all in one box. You have some cool mini toggle switches that gives you different sounds, and it's just really good for a good overdrive. You can make it 9 or 18 volts, which 18 volts gives you more headroom in the circuit. And you also have a treble and a bass knob, so you can kind of control your high and low end there of the boost or just the overdrive sound you're getting. And yeah, really, really cool pedal. So I do have the Not a Klon pedal that I have yet to put together. But now that basketball is over, I will get back and making videos, and I'll put that on the schedule to do sometime this month. I just need to break it out, probably do a little project with the kids and see if we could build a pedal together. So I did order that back in like November, and it finally came in like February or so. So it took them, they were definitely back ordered for a few months. Alright, so for example, that is with the overdrive on. Let me bypass it, and I will go back to channel B on the amp. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Go back to channel A. Just my sweet, sweet clean tone. I'll actually edit this a little bit. Let's turn the gain up a smidge. Turn the treble down just a little bit. Also the mids down a little bit. Set the comments here. Pedal dirt. Wow. Oh, cool. Thanks for that. The headrush rigs and the IRs. Yeah, those IRs come from Sonic DNA. So I highly recommend them. They're the only IRs I use if I'm not using stock cabs. And it's basically giving you, essentially, it's giving you two faders, which represents two microphones on a single cab or a speaker. Then you choose which mic combination you want, and either if it's the same volume for both mics, or one is down 50% or it's down all the way. So you get different levels. You can balance the signal a little bit, which is really cool. And it kind of forces you to think more like a producer in the studio. And I can put this on compression setting now. Turn this back up. The 2K range. Let's see. Check, 1, 2. Doing a little EQ. Knocking out that frequency there. It's nice. It's a nice little frequency. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Knocking off about 8K on my voice. Maybe turn that down a little bit. Check, 1, 2. Yeah, don't want to roll off too much on my voice. I do have a mic pre on here. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. See, I'm getting distorted now, which I don't really want. I don't want distortion. Check, 1, 2. I want this nice and clean. Nice and clean. But yeah, I can see how it does simplify things if you just have a good single channel amp and you do all your dirt from pedals, because you can stack the pedals in different ways and get different tones that way as well. And some of those pedals get really, really close to tube distortion that you would get in an amp, especially on a second channel kind of thing. So what is up, Francis, in his padded pedal room? I was playing this progression the other night, doing a little jazz, doing some major 7 on the 1, 6 minor 7, then a 2 minor 7, and a 5 dominant 7. Do da ba da boom ba 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 na na ba da 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 da. And then another voicing down here. And then we're doing shoot. Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 da, da, ba, na, 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 wow, ba, ba. See, that's why I like that amp, because I feel the pressure of the notes. So that's really the standard now of all these other modelers. If I can get a good clean tone like that on the other modelers, Headrush, Helix, Tonemaster Pro, Kemper. I don't have the Quad Cortex anymore. I sold that last year. And what else do I have? I'm currently playing through my Fractal using the Lone Star, actually the Texas Star Clean, which is based off of the Mesa Boogie Lone Star. This thing just has a weight to the clean tone where it's not too thin, it's not too bright, it's not too dark. It's just a good overall sound. I do. I'm going to clone it in the Headrush and add it to the website. So all you people that have recently bought the Headrush clones and all the ones that have already bought it before, like a while ago, be on the lookout for some more Headrush clones coming very soon. I just need to go ahead and do it probably tonight. Go ahead and make a few clones of the Texas Lone Star Clean and Dirt channels, and I will have that available on the website. I do not do Patreon and I do not do subscriptions. Everything on my site is a single, a one-time purchase, whether that's HTS rigs or the Headrush clones, or if you want to learn about music theory, you want to learn about recording. If you own an axe or if you own a fractal unit of any kind, I have some presets up there you can check out. Also have some Headrush profiles and Headrush clones. So there you go. See, that's what's interesting about this, Francis, is as great of a sound that is, I find it hard to believe that other units can't get the same thing. I mean, it's got to be very, very close to that. The Black Mini on the Headrush is still my favorite clean tone on the Headrush because it kind of has that lower wattage, so you don't have as much transient response from it. So to me, it sounds warmer. I can't say that word. Warmer. It's warmer. I was born in Alabama, folks, so you gotta excuse me. You got to excuse me. But yeah, it just kind of, it warms up the tone, and you can still get a nice clean to edge of breakup sound. Then just hit it with pedals and you're good to go. I mean, honestly, so whenever I use a Headrush, 99% of the time I'm using that Black Mini amp model for my clean tone, and wow, it sounds good. To me, it sounds really good. So, but yes, I will clone the Fractal Lone Star clean and dirty, and we'll load them up, and you can try them out yourself and see how you like it compared to, other stuff. So, but with all that said, I mean, that's exactly why I don't really prefer like super chats during these live streams, because YouTube does take not all of it, but they take about half of what a super chat is given. So, so if you want to support the channel in any way, go to the website, purchase a product that you're interested in. And then if you are going to be shopping online, I do have Amazon, Sweetwater, and now I have Zounds affiliate link, since I am a Zounds affiliate partner now. So be look on the, so Francis, you probably didn't catch this, but I do have the Headrush, new Headrush speakers, the 12-inch and the 8-inch speakers coming in tomorrow from Zounds that I will be reviewing. Not sure if I'm going to keep them both, or I might just keep the 108, because just like the first edition of those speakers, I had two of the 12-inch versions, and really for the room that I was in, they were humongous. And I feel very similar about this room. I mean, I have a slightly bigger room than I had before. It's definitely a little bit wider. And, but with all the stuff in my room, I keep running out of room. So if I had a 12-inch version of the Headrush speaker, I honestly don't know where I would put it. I'm not sure. I might have it angled up over here by the drums, because if I used it here in the studio, it would be to plug the drums into. And then since it does have Bluetooth, I could take it to a few times a year. I have very small events. I need a powered speaker and a mixing board or some kind of mixer, preamp kind of deal. So I could actually use, if I just need a single microphone, I could actually use either the Headrush or the Toemaster Pro or the Helix for that, and then just run that through the Headrush powered speaker, and get compression and reverb and whatever else I need. And then since the Headrush, the Toastmaster Pro, and now the Headrush powered speakers, they all come with Bluetooth. If I need to play music of any sort, I could just play it through the speaker or the units in the Headrush or the Toastmaster Pro and get some Bluetooth action going on. So there's just all kinds of cool options these days to accomplish what you need to accomplish for a certain gig or just a certain event, whatever you want to do. I'm going to change up the mic pre here. Let's see, what's a RD47? This is pretty bright. Output trim. Voltage gain. The voltage gain. That kind of gets a little gritty there. That's interesting. Oh, what is this? This is a release. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Kind of got a little bit brighter. That's an interesting preamp. See if you can see what I'm seeing over here. Mic amp type RD47, serial number 1819K. I don't even know what that mic pre is. It's got to be like a Beatles era something. The BA31. This is kind of similar. You can crank that one up. This actually sounds pretty good. Turn it off. I can turn it back on. Here's the trim. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. It gets a little gritty. Check, 1, 2. This would sound pretty good with acoustic guitar or something, maybe. Maybe something not too hot, but it gives a little extra character to the sound. I can definitely hear it. Here's a Graytech 5. Crank up this mic pre. Check, 1, 2. Now I'm getting really gritty. Getting a little too gritty there. You can do a low cut. Cut off some lows. I'm not liking that one though. No, this is definitely a Beatles thing. Let's do a little high pass filter at 120 and 300. Maybe just at 120. Check. Turn up the warmth a little bit. Check, 1, 2. Check. This is a little too much warmth. A little too warm there. Too warm. All right. Anyway. Let's see if there's any questions. Yeah, with Bluetooth. I have a pair of FRF 108s. Yeah, so I had 2 of the 12-inch versions, and then I sold both of those and got one 8-inch. But then I ended up selling the 8-inch because I just didn't use it a whole lot. And honestly, I think I liked, at the time, I liked just having amplifiers and using the effects return of an amp to power or to give volume to my modeling units. But drums really don't sound all that great through amplifiers or guitar amplifiers, really. Let me turn the mic pre up on this thing. I'm going to turn off the mic pre on there. Still got some compression going on and some EQ. Excuse me. So, if But yeah, I really need for my drum lessons, I really need to have some kind of powered speaker, just something easy for the drums to plug into. Though very soon I will have all the wall panels here in the studio all wired up, all the XLRs, the headphones, and the USB ports. So that way they will actually all go through my interface and mic pre's. And the drums could then just play through, they could play through my studio monitors. Or if I had two 108s, I could set them up on either side of the TV and have that be an extra pair of essentially just live PA speakers here in the studio to play audio through. So that might be neat. So after I get done reviewing the 112 and the 108, maybe I'll just send back the 112 and get another 108 and have those set up on the other side of the TV. So it's an option. It is an option. Jonathan, what is up, man? When I'm doing the solo, okay, let's see here. When I'm doing the solo to Like a Stone by Audio Slave, the wall octave on my headrush stop pitch at 70%. Why does it clip? Why does it clip it at 70%? Why does it clip it at 70%? The wall octave. The wall octave. I'm not sure, and I don't have the headrush turned on at the moment to investigate. But I'll look at the wall octave option there. And I tell you what, that's a butter smooth. Hold on. Exit. Tuner. I don't even know what the wall octave is. I need to look into it. Let me put my guitar down real fast. Let me plug in the headrush. I'm going to plug it in, man. All right. About 2 years ago, I made a big order through Sweetwater and got the Black Lion PG2 power conditioner. And man, it's honestly a little big. It takes up two rack spaces, but it has tons of power plug-ins on the back and also two on the front, which is very convenient, and also has a USB port on the front. So I can either charge things or power other things or something. But I'm turning on the headrush here. So let's see what we got with the wall octave. The wah-wah octave. Wah-wah octave. The wah-wah-wah-wah. The wah-wah-wah-wah-wah-wah. But yeah, honestly, for $7.99, the headrush core is a pretty sweet deal. And I do have the 5150 in here. All right, so we're going to look up walls and filters. It's not there. Pitch and dynamics is not there under pitch. There's a chord wham and there's a wham. Utility, effects loop, envelope filter. I'm looking for a wall octave here. Is it under overdrive? Nope. Is it under distortion? There's an octave fuzz. Jonathan, what category is it in? Because I'm not seeing it. The wall octave is set at 2 octave higher. I mean, maybe you're talking about, see, it's under expression. You must be on the legacy unit because I'm on the core. And the core kind of breaks it out a little bit more in the more subcategories. But under wall, I have air filter, black wall, boudoir, the boudoir, envelope filter, more wall, shine wall, Tron filter, and white base wall. Then under pitch, I have a chord wham, a drop tune, a harmony, octaves, octave up, smart harmony, and wham. There's a whammy pedal. So is this thing? Can't really see that. Hold on, let me go here. Brightness. There we go. The LCD brightness. Right? You got a whammy pedal there? But at the moment, I don't have an expression pedal set up. 2 octaves. And maybe you have the pedal board. Yeah, so instead of wall octave is wham octave. That wham octave. Well, it definitely shouldn't be stopping at 70%. It should be going all the way up. Unless you need to calibrate the expression pedal for some reason. But yeah, I'm not sure. I am not sure at this moment why you'd be having issues with that, but stranger things have happened. I'm sure. Much stranger things. I kind of wish the headrest would fit right here, but it doesn't. And then I have a keyboard right in front of me, which the headrest could fit there. But then I want to have a keyboard in front of me. I do have the pedal board, yep. Yeah, if it's not going up to 100%, then something is going on. Something is going on. Maybe the pedal has gotten loose and it's not returning to the same spot every time. You could also check your... let's just bring in a wall, for instance. If you go to hardware assign, it's quite possible that the pedal range, you might want to look at the range here. So if you want the full range, it's got to be 0% to 100%. It's possible that it somehow got set to 70% as the toe instead of 100%, maybe. So check your hardware assign first and make sure that the pedal range is set to the full 0 to 100%. And if it's not, if it's set to 70% on the toe, then 99% chance that that's the issue. I'm just throwing it out there. I can't know without me seeing it. But there's just no way that should be stopping at 70% naturally unless it's been set some other way. And that's my professional opinion. Because I'm a professional. So true. Okay, so I feel like we got some good settings here on the Orion Studio. It's kind of neat. It is kind of neat. I got a lot of videos to make for work tomorrow. We're releasing Mixbus version 10 very, very soon. So if you're in the recording in DAW land and you would like to try out Mixbus version 10, then you'll be able to go to the website very soon, download the demo, and purchase whatever tier that you would like to access all the stuff with. But yeah, I will need to go to bed very soon so I can get up and do that kind of stuff. And before I start yawning here on the live stream. All right. My night is spent. I will be making videos tomorrow and quite possibly Thursday night here for the channel. I need to get caught up on a few things as far as my headrest products on the website and some backing tracks and some other things. So be on the lookout for some more videos coming very soon to a YouTube channel near you. And also, if you are a purchaser of any of my products on the website, look for some updates there. And until next time, I am Dr. McFarland. Be sure to subscribe down below. Check the description for Amazon, Sweetwater, and now Zounds.com. So you can provide and not provide, so you can quench all your shopping needs. If you do need to buy something, then click through my link. I do get commission from that. So all support is appreciated. And like I said before, I don't do Patreon or any subscriptions or anything. So purchase a product from the website, use my affiliate links, and that's how you can support the channel and allow me to do more reviews like the stuff I'm getting tomorrow and later this week. So thanks for watching. I'm Dr. McFarland. I'll see you in the next video. Keep rocking.